light, sound, vibration. This is the universal law of light, sound, vibration. It's also the same law as the law of attraction, right? Whatever you vibrate, whatever it vibrates to, is, creates that opposite vibration or the same vibration that you're attracted to. So we're here. We all have this beautiful vibration about us. And what you like in me is actually what you like in yourself. And vice versa. We're all beautiful people. Now this here, light, sound, vibration, that whatever you think is going to come to be, it goes with the whales we're talking about. Set your intent. But in order for things to happen, you have to feel the results. You got to feel the results. And you know it's going to happen. You feel it when it's going to happen, right? You created it. Everything that's in front of us, we've created. That's through this law of light, sound, vibration. So the one that guards this law is this little one called the owl, the hiha, owl people. And they also, if you want to have a glimpse into the other world, they'll help you if that's what you want. But I would say, no, you don't need to, because sometimes you experience an accident, out-of-body experience or something like this, and you'll get a glimpse and you'll meet an angel over there, or Jesus or somebody, and you come back, it's not time for you to go. That's like experiencing the other side. So the owl talks about that, to always remember to keep one eye in mystery and the other eye in the light. Okay? So the mystery is a language of itself, and it's in front of us, but it's interpreted as a misunderstanding. And this is the ways that we call the clown, okay? The clown is a backward person. And my first experience with this backward person was my nephew. And the way he did things, and it was total opposite. Exactly this, he'd put his salt in his coffee from a bowl, and he'd drink soup from a cup and put sugar in there. Everything was opposite. And I taught him how to drive, but I had to teach him how to get on the other side of the road, because his mother said, don't let him drive, he wrecked all my cars. And he said, no, I didn't. He's backwards, he meant he did. So I started understanding his language. He talked in no's and nots. For instance, he got up one morning, he told me a dream. He said, I didn't have a dream last night, and there wasn't this little man that didn't come in my room. And he wasn't looking out the window. He wasn't standing on that chair and looking out that window. So I didn't go over there to see what he wasn't looking at. And I didn't see that we didn't go to the river, and there wasn't owl. Oh, the water was hungry. I didn't see a little girl there. And this water didn't say that when you're not thirsty, I won't quench your thirst. When you don't want to play, I won't play with you. When you don't want to be cleansed, I will cleanse your body. But I don't get hungry too. So he said, and I didn't see these other people that weren't crying, and I went down to the east. I didn't go to the east, and there wasn't these deer that were out in these fields. They were not running, and they were crying. They weren't crying. So I didn't ask them why they weren't crying, and they said, because white man has taken our homes. They're cutting down our homes. So he came. So this is how he talks. So, and when he prays like, I pray that everybody gets sick and die. He goes, and it sounds, if you're not used to that clown language, the way you're taught, it sounds like he's possessed by the devil. See? And we don't have a word for devil, because we know that the devil is a chief clown. You take everything he says and turn it upside down, and it becomes straight. See, that's how it's related. So it's a language of mystery, but it's misinterpreted as something evil, but it's not. So when we hear these bad things, we just laugh at them because we understand that we could change anything that is not the vibration that you like. You just twist it upside down. So that's how you work with the reptilian energy. Grab the little alligator in a person, twist them upside down, rub their belly. It's called the belly rub, the Buddha rub. Do it. It changes a person. Just walk up to somebody, rub their belly. You can knock out the reptilian energy. Yeah. The first Star Knowledge Conference, I did that to everybody. And I didn't know why I did it. I just went up there and started talking. I rubbed their belly, and they're like... and it put them in a comatose state as what's going on, they don't know what to do. They just like go neutral zone. So we need to recognize those ways of helping each other understand the languages of the body as well. I remember one time at another conference, somebody came and said, "There's some men want to talk to you. They're Black Elk's sons, my uncle's sons," which I didn't know. He adopted a lot of boys, a lot of men, So I said, "Okay, I'll be there." I went over there, and these two men, they're big, tall Indian men, cowboy boots and jeans, Wranglers, and they're big hunks, and they were standing up against the wall, leaning up like this, So I went over there and was looking at them, and I made sure there's somebody with me. So I said, "You know what? Your mind's already made up on what you think about me, regardless of what I'm going to say, because the way you're standing tells me that. Your arms are crossed. You're not listening. You're not going to accept anything that I'm going to say. You think you're protecting yourself from my word. So you're not listening. You're not going to listen to anything I'm saying. So the only way I'm going to talk to you is if you take your arms apart." And they both looked at each other, and they're like, they had a hard time to, put their, and then when they put their arms down, they didn't know how to stand. They lost their coolness. So, but when I was talking, I noticed they was trying to move their arms up, trying to move their arms, but I kept on talking, and finally they got over it. And they shook my hand. They said, now we understand. So that was the body language. You gotta open each other up like that. Because if you talk, we want people to stay open to your word, because you have a lot of light in you. And we need people to accept the light in each other. Okay.
For more information on the next Star Knowledge Conference, go to StarKnowledgeConference.com.